Okay, so these are some of the ingredients that we will, or I will be working with today for my chicken Lokrio, my St. Martin chicken Lokrio. And of course, I have here my rice. The only rice I buy in my house is jasmine rice. I don't really, use any other rice. Um, I have some herbs here, some more herbs, some seasonings, black pepper, also a chicken bouillon, mixed vegetables. I went to the supermarket yesterday and I forgot that I was supposed to pick up mixed vegetables. I didn't know I had a couple of tins hidden, thank God. So yeah, so, sorry. At the same time I'm frying plantains, so yeah, so I'm kind of like multitasking here. Okay. So yeah, these are some herbs and spices, organic herbs and spices. Also, this is optional. I'm actually making lokrio today with a twist. So today I will be adding coconut milk. You don't have to add coconut milk. That's optional. You could just add chicken broth, or like how we use our chicken broth. We use the chicken Maggi with water. It's up to you. But today I will be doing it with a twist. I will be using some coconut milk, and there's also going to be another secret ingredient that I will be putting in there that, yeah, you won't see, but it will be going into my pot. So I can't wait to taste it. I know it's going to be great. So yeah, I'm kind of like combining two different things, and yeah, it's going to be really good. And of course here I have my chicken. Now normally you can use any part of the chicken to make chicken lokrio. However, in St. Martin, the majority of us, we prefer the chicken wing part, or the wingette, because to me it has the most flavor, especially for this type of dish. Yeah, you can use chicken thighs or drums. I mean, yeah, you just would have to like kind of maybe like chop it up a little bit, but we prefer the wing portion of the chicken in order to make this dish. And yeah, since it ain't broke, I ain't trying to fix it. So that's what I'll be using today. And of course, we normally serve, here's some nice, I already started frying some plantains. Normally we like to eat this with some nice, ripe, juicy fried plantain. And if you have any, which I always have in my house, thank God for Walmart, is avocado. Oh my God, you put a couple slices of avocado and you have that with a nice glass of ice cold ginger beer. What else we just have? Sorrel, if you're lucky enough to find, or a good Vitamal. Oh Lord, or better yet, you just get some lime juice, and yeah. So that's what I will be making today. So okay, so let us get in to this dish. Ginger beer. What else we just have? Sorrel, if you're lucky enough to find, or a good Vitamal. Oh Lord, or better yet, you just get some lime juice, and yeah. So that's what I will be making today. So okay, so let us get in to this. Okay, here I have my pot heating up because my front burner is very slow compared to the other burners. And of course, this is a older model stove, and when I moved in here I was pissed because the stove I had before was an up-to-date stove. But we've been together now almost a year. I love my girl. She is faithful. So yeah, I love her. So at this point, I don't even think I would want to change it unless it really breaks. But yeah, it doesn't heat up as fast in the front. But either way, she does a good job. So yeah, I have my pot here heating. So now I'm going to add a little bit of oil. Let's see. Okay, so that's about maybe a tablespoon. The Caribbean, one thing we don't do, we don't measure. So yeah, when it comes to measurements, yeah, I don't know about measurement. So I'm just going to let this heat for a minute. In the meantime, let me just... Okay, so I'm just going to like give this maybe about 2-3 minutes to heat. And then I'll bring you back to show you what the next step is. The pot should have at least heated to my liking. Now, this step is kind of like almost like how we do like the stew chicken or any type of stew meat. We like to brown our meats, at least in St. Martin. So, yeah. Okay, so it's kind of heated up to my satisfactory. Now, what we do here, we use some sugar. You could use white sugar, granulated, pure cane sugar, or if you have that light brown sugar. Either way, you can use either one of them. We don't really use browning to brown our food. We brown it naturally using some sugar. So what I'm gonna do, I'm put some sugar in the pot. So I will say this about maybe a tablespoon of sugar. So okay, so I've added my sugar into the pot. So I'm gonna let this start to caramelize. So when I get it to where I want it, I'll bring you back so that I can show you what that next step looks like. See you then. Okay, see? It's kind of caramelized, at least to my satisfaction. Took a little minute there because, like I said, my front burner is kind of like very slow. And yeah, I kind of need the front burner in order to record this video. So yeah, next step. Okay, so it has caramelized to my liking. So now I'm going to add everything that I have in this bag, which is my chicken and my vegetables that, you know, have been marinating together since yesterday afternoon. So, you know, this is well seasoned. And actually, this is properly seasoned. So now what you do is you just leave the chicken in here. I would say maybe about to the front of this stove for about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the temperature of your stove, how good your stove works. Like I said, this one she's a little slow. So I'm gonna like check it in 5 minutes, and then I will turn it over. When I turn it over, I'll bring you back to show you what it looks like once it has caramelized on the other side. Okay, so that side has been, I would say, browning for about maybe 10 minutes. So I'm gonna just turn them over on the other side. And like I said, my stove is, the front burner is like really slow. Because normally this is supposed to be even more brown, but that's okay. Okay, so I don't know if, I hope that can, so see? That's how we brown our chicken back in St. Martin. We don't really use no browning. I mean, some people may add a little browning, like if they're cooking like a fried rice or something like that. And some people may add a little bit, but normally we brown our chicken by caramelizing it in sugar. So yeah, so I'm just gonna leave the other side to caramelize for about maybe another 10 minutes, and then we will move on to the second step. Okay? Okay, so it's brown enough for me for the time being, because yeah, it's kind of late. So yeah, I want to get this cracking because yeah, I gotta eat. So okay, so the next step here is I am going to add my 2 cups of rice. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna mix up the rice. Good. I'm gonna mix everything good. Okay. So what I am going to do, I'm gonna leave the rice kind of cook a little bit for about maybe, I would say about 2 or 3 minutes, so that the rice can get a little bit of the flavor of the chicken before I add my liquid and my other different seasonings and herbs and spices. Okay, to get things rolling, I already added my seasonings that I would like to add into my pot. So to me, they have been marrying long enough for me. So I'm gonna add some coconut milk. then I'm going to add the rest in water. So I'm just going to stir this. Now I like my jasmine rice cooked a certain way. I don't like it too wet and I don't like it too dry. There's a way that I like to cook it that is different than the measurement that, yeah, the bag normally says. So yeah, I always have my own thing going on. Okay, so the next step is I am going to add, as soon as I can get this thing open, my chicken bouillon. Okay, so I'm just going to crumble it up so that way it will go in much faster. And I'm just going to give this a quick stir. Okay, and I'm going to put this to cook now low and real slow so that it can take its time cooking, where the rice can slowly cook to perfection while absorbing all the herbs and the spices and the seasonings from my chicken lokrio. Okay, so I'll bring you back when we get to that stage where we're ready to add next the mixed vegetables. Okay, also what I just did, because I have really lowered my temperature down, because like I said before, I really wanted to cook low and slow. So what I normally do, we sweat our rice. So yeah, you don't need no rice cooking all of those things. So I'm using foil. If you have a brown paper bag, you can cut it up. That works good as well. Wax paper, even plastic. What else can you use? Yeah, but either foil, wax, or brown paper bag. You cut it up and you just, you know, put it around the rice. Put it on real low and slow. Put the cap back on, and you just, you know, just let it do its thing. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to check this probably in 15 to 20 minutes. And by 15 to 20 minutes, it should be done. In case, with as far as my stove, maybe 20. So I'll come back then, I'll check it in 20, and then we'll see what it looks like from there. Welcome back. It's been steaming for probably like around maybe 20 minutes. So this is kind of like what it looks like. So I'm gonna get me a fork. Fork it up a little bit. Give me one sec. Okay. So yeah, it has finished steaming. So the next step is here. Actually, I can go ahead and, if I want, I can turn it off. But I'm going to lower the heat to real low and slow. So the next step here is, I've opened up my can of mixed vegetables. Oh, like I'm going to use half. Yeah. The other half, put it for another dish. Because all I need is half. So now what you do is you just mix in your peas and your carrots. Let's see. Let's see if I'm going to need more. Yeah, this is good. Okay. So now all I'm going to do, I'm going to put the foil back on. And I'm going to let this just heat up, like the little vegetables in there, for about maybe 5 minutes. No more than 5 minutes, okay? And then when you come back, I'm going to do a little taste test. So welcome back. I have finished. So I just put out my little sample that I will be sampling right now. And of course I have my lokrio, my chicken lokrio. I just broke off a piece of chicken. And of course a piece of plantain. And normally we would also serve this with avocado. If you don't have any, that's fine. You don't have any plantain, it's still just as good. But I'm going to do a little on camera, I guess, taste. I've already tasted it off camera because I'm hungry. But yeah, I'm just going to do it for the camera. So if you look good, Let me move the plantain out of the way. You have like the different vegetables, and of course there's some other secret ingredients that I did put in there off camera. And yeah, it tastes so good. So let's just do a taste test there. The rice is fluffy, like how I just how I like it. Not too dry, not too wet, just right. You can taste the herbs, the spices, the seasonings. You could taste the smoothness of the coconut milk, and there's also something else I added in there as well. Um, you could taste like the different oh my goodness. Yep, ça plan. See, look at that. And I did not use any browning. Well, I don't buy browning, so. And as you can see, the rice is colored because I use natural herbs and spices to color. And of course, for the chicken, as you would see in the video, we caramelize the chicken in sugar. That is some good stuff, like for real. I haven't eaten since breakfast, so yeah. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, once again, this is another delicious Caribbean or slash Saint Martin dish that also brings back great memories of me growing up in the Caribbean and coming home and my grandma having a nice plate of lokrio, or you go to somebody's party and you get some lokrio to go, or whether it's my own lokrio. So thank you so much for joining me on this video. I do hope you enjoy it. Yeah, so see ya, yeah, because I got to eat. I'm hungry. Be blessed. Bye-bye.